Water is one of our most pressing needs in a survival situation. A person's only going to be able to go maybe 2-3 days, depending on the situation, until you're just not going to be able to function. This vine might yield some water if I put a transpiration bag around it. It's not going to yield a huge amount of water, but it will be enough to keep you alive. And I want to get as much of this into the bag as possible. I'm going to situate the bag. There's a point at the bottom that will capture the liquid. And then so that the gases don't escape, I want to take the top end and kind of really secure it to create that vapor barrier. So that's pretty secure. And so I want to orient this so that the widest possible surface is facing the sun. So this is not a really quick method. We're going to have to let this sit in the sun for a couple hours, sometimes several hours. And even then, it's only going to yield you just a drink of water. But if you're going to be in an area, obviously, if you're on the move, this doesn't work well. But if you're in a fixed location, this is one method that you can obtain water. And because it's obtained through condensation, you know, it's going to be safe. As long as we know that the plant that we're using is not toxic. That's one thing you want to be aware of, what type of tree or bush you're using. Make sure it's not something that's going to kill you. So we've come back to check the transpiration bag. I would estimate the passage of time to be, I'd say about 5 hours. You see all this condensation happening on the inside of the bag, all these little droplets. And look here, that's our water level. So we'll go ahead and tap. You can see all that water droplets running down to the corner there. And again, we'll try to capture as many of those droplets as we can. And that's the yield. Not bad. Not bad at all. That small amount of water can't be discounted. If you're ever in a situation where you have no water at all, that right there can make the difference between life and death. I have been revived in the past by water, just that amount, just a drink, just that little bit to jumpstart your system and let your body know that it doesn't have to lay down and die. You can still keep going. Refreshing.
Alone at last.
Scary out here in these woods.
My stomach is in knots.